later than normal today. First one of 5 this week. We're going to be focusing on exercises and routines that's going to help build muscle, and we're going to combine that with a little bit of cardio. So we're going to sort of focus on the first part of the session is going to be more resistance training. So there are 5 exercises to do today using the barbell or dumbbells or kettlebells. A lot of it is upper body, mainly upper body, apart from the first exercise. And then on exercises 6 and 7 are going to be just HIIT exercises, working on the 40 second work, 20-second rest, 3 times, so 6 times in total for those just to finish off, just to get the heart rate elevated. But yeah, so the format here is building muscle. One of the sweet spots of building muscle is selecting weights where you're lifting between 8 and 12, maybe 8 and 12 reps. You can do more obviously, but one of the sweet spots is 8 to 12 reps, and it's choosing a weight where you've got probably between 1 and 3 reps left in the tank. And obviously you need to think about the recovery in between each exercise, so you need to give yourself a little bit of rest in between so that you're not going too gassed out on the next exercise. Try to arrange it in a way that you're not sort of using the same muscle groups repetitively. So let's have a little go. So the first one is actually going to be lower level, so it's going to be barbell back squat. Now, demonstration purposes, I haven't gone accurate to what I would be using in a normal session. This is more really just to give you a flavour. It will work me, but it's not perfect numbers for what I would need to get maximum out of this in terms of encouraging muscle growth. So I'm just, for the sake of this, I'm going to be working in either reps of 10 or reps of 20, depending on what I'm doing. So this is going to be barbell back squat, and it's going to be 10 reps. So let's get going. So looking just to do 10. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Keep the shoulders back straight. Core brace on the bottom. Trying to get that hip below the knee. So I think I'm coming up to 10. So by now, you should start to feel fatigue. And you should have probably 1 or 3 reps left in your tank. Just put that away. So a little breather, a little recovery. We're not just going back to back to back here. So just get your breath back. Now you're going to go on to the dumbbell press. So what I've done here is I've slightly inclined the bench, which is going to concentrate more on the mid to upper part of the chest because of the actual angle on that bench. I sort of set, I don't know, 45 seconds ish to recover. Just get your breath back. Then I'll just go for 10. So as you see, I'm bringing those weights down either side, so really get a good stretch on across the chest, front of the shoulder, and then I'm driving them up above my head, rotating 45 degrees, meeting those weights at the top, squeezing the chest together at the top. It's a nice full range of motion. So again, if I was looking to get the most out of this session, they would be a little bit heavier, so that I'm having to work pretty damn hard on rep 10. You'll have to forgive me, I am not really counting my reps, so I'm just going to kind of have to guess here while I'm talking to you. Typical man, I can't do 2 things at once. There you go. You should be feeling a nice burn across the chest. And the more you lift, the more you'll understand of how much you've got left in the tank. Okay. So next one is going to be the barbell bent over row. So be mindful about the muscle groups that you're using. So obviously just going from lower level squats to pressing out, so it's chest, front to shoulder, tricep. This one, obviously the bent over row is more pull. So it's going to be all your back muscles. So rhomboids, lats, traps, and your bicep because you're pulling it into your chest. Not to mention obviously keeping a nice strong stance as well. So there you go, that's exercise 3. Flat back, bending the knees, taking the strain in the hamstrings. Okay, 20 kilogram kettlebell, 20 swings. Okay, so that's 4 out of the 5 lifting exercises done. I did do a last minute change because it was going to be the dumbbell push press, but after doing the dumbbell press, I figured the kettlebell upward row would be quite fitting to finish on the strength ones. So 10. So strong stance. Keep that kettlebell close to your body. Bringing the hands up to your chin. Make sure those elbows are nice and high. Get a good squeeze across the traps. Okay. So there's the 5 exercises for today. What I'm going to do is repeat that 2 times. Obviously, as you can see, I'm getting to probably 10 reps. I've got a good few more in me on these weights. So what you can do, if you're finding the same, if you've got the facilities, you can add the weight. So you're having to work that a bit harder to get to the 10 or 12 reps. Or if you're stuck with that weight, you can increase the rep amount. So either way, you're keeping those muscles under tension for a little bit longer, stimulating the muscle fibres, the motor units in there, central nervous system going to recruit more and more the deeper you go into that set, those numbers of reps. Hence the sweet spot of helping you grow the muscles. Right, so let's go again. Okay, we focus on the form as well, not just the numbers. So it's all the way down, keeping that back straight, keeping the shoulders back, get those hips below the knees if you can. Squeeze the glutes at the top, hips forward. I'll settle on 12 then. I'll go through these a bit quicker than I would normally. As I say, they will be heavier. The rest is important, because if you don't get your breath back, you're not going to work those muscles as hard as you potentially can do. So that recovery in between each exercise is important to maximise your results. So on this one, you just really want to focus on the form, keeping those weights under control, working at full range of motion. Stretch out the chest, squeeze at the top. Feel those chest muscles really being worked, and the triceps. Okay, we'll go straight into the bent over row. So I find knees bent a little bit, hinge your hips, straight back, and then the bar goes just to the bottom of your chest, where it meets the stomach, full hang, squeeze at the top. By now, if your form is right, the numbers are right and the weights are right, you should start to be feeling the pump in the upper body, especially because obviously you're loading the upper body quite a lot. Okay, 20 swings. 20 swings with the 20. Another one of those exercises that can look after your back with the core. Keep it nice and flat. Using those hips. Okay, upward row to complete the second set. Two rounds done. Little breather, get the recovery in. Obviously in this workout, you're working those muscles. It's pretty important that you feed the body the nutrients and the food that it needs, so that you can get maximum benefits out of these type of workouts. So protein, what was it, 1 gram of protein per every pound of body weight, especially on a training day. So for example, if you're 100 pounds in body weight, your daily protein should be knocking around 100 grams. The window is between 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, but obviously if you're training, you're going to need to get that protein in to help repair your muscles. So micro tears happen in your muscle all the time in this type of work. So it's important you feed the body what it needs so you get the maximum benefit out of the work, the hard work that you're putting in the gym. Don't want to undernourish yourself and undo all that work by eating processed rubbish, crap, sugary stuff. Give your body what it needs. Okay, third set, bars running away. Third line. It's good to concentrate on each exercise as well. Focus on the areas that you're working, feel those muscles working. Concentration will help you keep better form. And the better the form, the more results you'll get. And obviously reduce the risk of any unnecessary injuries. Try and speed it up a little bit. Go to 10 rows. Clear the area, getting ready for the hip bit. Just have that. Okay, 20 swings. Last one of these. That gets the heart rate going. It's a dynamic one. It's very good, working a hell of a lot of muscles. It's the type of exercise that when you do them, makes everyday tasks so much easier. It's a very functional exercise. Okay, little breather. So, that gives you an idea. Obviously I'm trying to do this in quick time. It's not a realistic session to me like I said, there's a little bit more you can get out of that session for me. Heavier weight, work into within 1 to 3 reps if you fail. So what that means is, if you get to 10 and the weight you've selected, you think you could probably lift that 1 more time, 2 more times, 3 more times, and that's it. Before you fail, you can't lift it anymore. That's a sweet spot. Reps, 8 to 12. Doesn't mean to say you're not going to grow muscle if you're doing more reps, you will. But this is the concept, and then behind that, nutrition is really important. You've got to feed the muscles. So, we're going to switch to the HIIT now, getting the heart rate up. So it's going to be mountain climbers for 40 seconds. And we're going to go right now. So we're going to repeat this sequence. It's going to be mountain climbers and burpees. 40-second work, 20-second rest, 3 times. So, 6 minutes of HIIT. I've picked 2 quite challenging ones. Just so we're proper gas by the end of this 6 minutes. Okay, 20-second breather. We're going for burpee with a press up. If you want to do that, if you're joining in, it's up to you what you want to do. Right, so I opted for the upright pull rather than the push. Heart rate is really up now. 2 more rounds of that. And we'll go again. And 20 seconds is becoming precious. Get the oxygen as much as you can. Okay, back to burpees. One of each to go. Shoulders should be burning. Core, wash your feet, core. Got it on to go now. Work through it. Oh, 40 seconds of burpees, and then we're done. Get the oxygen in. Feed those muscles quickly. 40 seconds, let's go. Got 10 to go. Work hard. Put it in. Oh, and there we have it. Best of both worlds. 25 minutes. Okay, as we're getting our breath back, let's just get some stretches going. So, sitting back on your heels, straight back, elbows pushing on the inside of your knees. Become comfortable getting into this position. Really good. Really helps the hips with your mobility. Really, really effective 25 minutes that. You see, you might need a little bit longer if you're working that weight a little bit heavy, a little bit hard. You might need a little bit longer recovery in between each exercise, but so like last week where it was endurance, see, the endurance was about just sustained efforts on those muscles over a longer period than normal. Whereas here you have the effort, you do it correctly, properly, to the right format, and then you have a little bit of recovery before you move it on to the next muscle group. So you're getting the same out of that sequence, and so on, so on, so on. You want to really try and get the most out of each session, you know, rather than just going in and going through the motions, and just, you really want to focus on what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, you're trying to do different themes each week. Helps the focus, helps you think about how you go about that training session, and then you're getting out what you want to get out of it. Again, it's a different type of workout again than the previous weeks, but it's the same outcome. If you plan it and you go in with the right focus, you can get so much done within half an hour. And you could be in, done, back out, you've got the rest of the night or the rest of the day. stretch up, really stretch up and out. A bit of rotation. Okay, open up the chest. Interlocking the fingers at the back, pushing away. Good stretch across your chest. Okay. Feel about right, feel like done. Okay. So we're up and running for the week. As I say, we'll be a little bit later than normal, but we've done it now. Tomorrow we'll be back to normal time, 6:30 in the morning. Obviously the theme is this week is building up muscle, hypertrophy, or whatever you want to call it, building up muscle, but also chucking in some cardio, so making sure we're working the lungs, working the heart, so we're getting a little bit of bang for our buck in the window that we're giving ourselves to get as much out of that as we possibly can. So, just wrapping it up now, 30 minutes in. Be a little bit shorter tomorrow, but thanks for watching, thanks for showing an interest, and hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Have a good evening.